Alright, so a while back I did a community post on my channel. I asked what level you were in DBOG. Now, to my surprise, there were actually a lot more people near the max level than I originally thought. Now, this could be just people just trying to click the max level to look cool or whatever, which, you know, sure. But there were 30% of the people who voted on that poll saying that they were not even level 100 yet. So, that's my goal today, is to show you guys how you can get to level 100, because it's very easy. I've been saying it's easy for months. I've been saying it was easy to get to level 100, like 2 EXP buffs ago. So, it's definitely easy to get to level 100. And another thing is that all these YouTubers finally coming around, you know, to where I've been the past year. They're finally coming around, you know, oh, DBOG, it's... look how good it is. Like, yeah, I know. So, this is for IB main or I'd say Recruito Fox, but he's actually pretty high level. I can't think of anyone else. And for Nasu, I think. This is for everybody who came to DBOG, all the YouTubers that don't know how to level up very well, or doing it slowly or whatever. But this is mostly for my fans who chose that they weren't even level 100 yet on that poll. So anyway, you saw what I just did. I just did the first quest. Now you can actually fly over here to this purple quest before you do any fights. Also, allergies, so if I sniff a little bit, you know why, and if I sound different, you know why. You can grab this quest, you can go talk to Mr. Popo. This 5k XP here actually helps a lot when you're low level. Like, you can see I only need 600 XP to level up, so. And another thing is, if you're just holding space to go up, my voice is dying, jeez, I just woke up already. Damn, that's tough. If you're just holding space to go up, this is slow. If you hold W while looking up, it goes much faster. So here we talk to Popo. Then we're gonna jump off instead of flying off. Catch ourselves right here. Talk to Yajirobe. Grab that quest. We go down here. And I have no game passes equipped, by the way. This is for people who are free to play completely. So if you do have game passes, just do this, but you're gonna do it faster and better. So I'm already level 12. I haven't fought anything yet. I could go higher without fighting anything, and that's what I'm going to do. So next, there is a quest in this city where you fight 3 random players that gives a lot of XP and Zenny. If you have friends that can help you with it, do that. But right here, the civilian, this will give you a lot of EXP as well, 3,600. So there we go, we level up even more. I think there's like a Roshi quest here as well, but that just takes forever of flying. So I'm not gonna do that. And as I'm fighting NPCs, I am gonna speed it up a bit. But if I'm ever talking or explaining anything, like, I'm not gonna do any cuts, just so that you guys know I didn't do anything. You know, didn't get any help or anything. This is me solo leveling. If you have help, sweet. Like, especially in this game, like, getting a high level to help you is so easy because of how transformations work in this game with multipliers and everything. It's just so easy to have your friend come and help you that's in, like, future. And he'll one-shot, like, almost all the bosses in Earth. So if you have a friend, like, 20 minutes, and you'll beat all the story quests on Earth, like, guarantee it. So yeah, all you see there was me going to each of these purple quests. Those quests are specifically designed to help you level up when you're low level. This quest gives 10k XP. 10k. I'm not here to be like, yo, Sonny, nerf. Because, to be honest with you, I kind of like being able to level up fast. And I don't think it hurts anything. Being able to level up to level 100 fast is the best thing for this game, is so that when you first start playing, it's not an immediate grind. Or like an immediate really hard grind. so that, like, say a new player joins that doesn't have a good attention span, they can get a lot more done and have more fond memories of the game. So now that I've done everything, literally, without fighting, except for the Roshi quest, of course, I'm just gonna put all my points in the melee damage. Now, no matter what race you are, I feel like having a good split in your stats is not a bad idea, of course. Like, there are sort of metas you can follow to where you have, like, you know, all health and melee damage and nothing in anything else, but there are flaws in that. And as the game goes on, you're going to appreciate having some stats into everything, other than having all your stats into one thing or two things. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, like, for a meta build, like in PvP, you shouldn't just do, like, all melee damage, all health, and, like, some agility. Like, I'm just saying that my personal saying is sort of a split, like, not really a split, like, I have more melee damage than key damage, but that's just the most fun for me, because you can go and box people up, which is the most effective way of doing damage, and then, and also it's the most effective way of beating bosses, because of their defense bar. I messed that up. If you're wanting to stamina break a boss or an NPC that can be stamina broken, and you can tell if it's if you can stamina break it with the purple squares on the top right, instead of it just being like one long purple bar which you can't stamina break. If it's the squares, then you can stamina break it. So there, we beat Tao. Pretty easy. Just putting everything in the melee when you're low level is just gonna help you solo level. If you have a friend already, then you can just plan out your build and do whatever you want. But that's another reason I chose a Bojack for this, is just they're an easier race to help you level. But yeah, these starting moves, Sunny was nice and gave new players starting moves. Back in my day, I had to buy these moves, you know, that's okay, whatever. 11k XP for killing this guy. Let's see how easy it is. Oh, yeah, it's pretty easy. So this is the point of the game where it just sort of repeat. I've sort of gone over most of the things I wanted to talk about. And yes, I'm going to be doing a 100 to 200. This character is just my video leveling guide sort of character. I'm not really going to do much else with it. This is just a guide for helping people level up and everything. And now with Dragon Balls in the game, it is honestly possible to get to level 100 in a day. I mean, it was possible before, but you'd have to sort of try hard. And I'm not going to consider getting all the Dragon Balls in one day try-harding, because of how easy it is if you have the radar. And you can get the radar for free. And if you don't know how to get the Dragon Balls, I have a video on it. You can get the Dragon Balls in 30 minutes, all 7 of them. It's possible. If you get unlucky, you know, oh well, go do daily quests. Like, you have plenty of Zenny, likely. But this is the point where I'm going to speed up the video. You see how much damage I'm doing to Raditz, and he's a boss, so this is what the melee damage is for. At level, whatever level I am, you don't really need health. Like, look, I was able to tank that blast pretty well. You know, like, it's okay. So, I'll see you guys when I'm done with Raditz. Alright, so I didn't speed Raditz up too fast, because I wanted people to pay attention to how I fought him. I was mostly going in for melee attacks because I am a physical damage build, of course. I already have 200 output nearly at level 35. That is because of Bojack's having a really high physical damage, if not the highest, I'm pretty sure. Like, Bojack and Tuffle have the highest in the game. But, where's the next story? Oh yeah, up here. I'm always falling for that. But anyway, I'm always going for the 4 light, 1 heavy combo. I mess it up a lot. I'm very bad at doing it. But the 4 light, 1 heavy combo is very easy to do. You just if you're on the mouse input, it's 4 left clicks, 1 right click. If you're on keyboard output, it's 4 Qs and 1 E, I believe. I use mouse because I come from Final Stand and where we use mouse. So, anyway, what I was doing there with the... It's just like the fastest combo to do fastest amount of damage. You're not really... And it's like a loop combo as well, so when it ends, you just sort of continue attacking. You don't really vanish behind them and hit them, which it looks cool, and it has a purpose in the game. It's not what I do, and it's not what I recommend doing. Like, here, let me make the example with Chaozu. So right here, he vanishes, like, before I can even end the combo anyway, but sometimes he won't, like, there. Very good timing, thank you, Chaozu. Like, you see there, I mess up, but I can still use this example to, like, here, watch this. Okay. Chaozu's gonna, now he's gonna start vanishing. Okay, I need to follow my own tips. If you're trying to stamina break something, you have to do 4 lefts and 1 right. The right in that combo stuns them. I'll show it. I'm brain fried right now, and I shouldn't be making a leveling guide brain fried, but you know what? It's good. So we go over here. We'll do Krillin. We're obviously going from strongest to weakest. So I'm just gonna bait it out. Do that. You see this combo right here? Yeah, and then you could do Energy Wave. I think that missed, but that's only because of how close we were to the ground. And you can do Dragon Rush instead to follow up and then do a key move. That works as well. And Dragon Rush is just like a assault or a chase move, I mean. There are many moves like it in the game. You see there, look how much damage my ultimate did. Like, that's pretty good damage for having 1 key damage. Because your stats naturally go up when you level up. Like, it might say there's 1 in everything for me, but it's more than that because I'm level 35. So, and as you go up, it's going to be even more and more and more. I'm just going to speed up the video now. I've sort of gone over my method to fighting NPCs. I do want to show the stamina break thing, though. Let me go ahead and try to waste his... So you see the white, like, impact, I guess? Right there, every time I do the heavy. Yamcha, can you vanish, please? Okay, right here. So I do the impact, and then I do a stamina break. That's because the impact sort of stuns them, so they can't counter your stamina break. Now I'm just going to speed it up for probably the next few quests, to be honest. I've gone over mostly everything now. Alright, so while I'm about to do a long distance travel, going all the way to Roshi's, this is the point in the game where your skills can become to matter a little bit, or start mattering, I guess, become more important. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. But anyway, where's High Speed Rush? There it is. I'm just sort of redoing the moves how I like to do them. And there is a science behind it, or not a science, but a method. I like to put my counter on 4, because that is closest to where, like, my fingers are at. Like, my, pointer finger, index finger. I can move up to 4, the easiest out of any other, key on the keyboard. So that's sort of my counter. And that's where I put it. Counters are very important. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. They're important. I'm just gonna reset, to be honest. I can't do it to low stamina. But your skills can begin to matter here. At this point, you have a few masters as well in the game. You can train with, let me look at them. You can train with, I think Piccolo gives some decent moves. Raditz gives some cool moves. It just depends on, like, what type of moves you want. Yamcha gives a good ultimate, which is Blinding Wolfang Fist. I mean, it's been nerfed a lot, and it doesn't do that much damage, but it's very easy to hit onto enemies, and if you're a melee build, it's better than no ultimate. Krillin gives the Kamehameha, which, you know, it's cliche, but it is a good move. Like, it's better than Energy Wave, and I think it's the first move he gives you. So if you're a key build going through this, which is entirely possible, you can go ahead and get the Kamehameha. Alright, I have 200 physical damage now, 231 output. I'm gonna put stuff in the stamina now because I'm a melee build. Stamina's, or agility, sorry, it's basically the stamina stat, is what it should be called. It helps you move faster. It gives you more of this blue bar. If you've played Final Stand, it's like key max, but for your melee moves, basically. And then key control is just key max, but for your key moves. And it lets you use, it gives you the ability to use more total key moves and everything. Now in this point of the game, I have 8k Zenny. That's not that much, not at all. But if you don't want to go train with Krillin for Kamehameha, you can buy a Kaioken Kamehameha. It's not really that necessary. It's better than the Kamehameha, but 2500 Zenny is a lot for early game. I passed my quest. Blasts, Energy Wave Volley, Energy Barrage Wave. You can buy these if you're key build, and sort of combo it with Energy Blast Volley. It's less effective nowadays, just because of the key control nerf that happened like a month ago or something, where you could only use 2 key moves now, basically, because all the key moves take a lot more key than they used to. But it's definitely still a good way to do it if you're just going all key damage and going completely against what I told you to do, which, you know, is fine. You know, why are you even watching if you're gonna do that? But anyway, I'm still boxing up Vegeta. I thought there would be a better melee move in the shop by now. There wasn't. You can train with a mentor to go get a better melee move if you need to. I don't know what level Meteor Crash is. That's the ideal melee move here. Meteor Crash. If you've played Final Stand, which a lot of you probably have, you know Meteor Crash is good there. It's good here. So that hit him. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the footage now. You don't need to see me hitting Vegeta. I've spoken everything on my mind now, although, as you know by now, things will come to me later, and I'll be sure to tell you. Alright, so now we're level 50. Bojacks don't have any transformations at level 50. Some races do. Or abilities, maybe. But now, I want to explain more about my move slots. So, like I said before, counter is on 4 because that's easiest for your finger to reach to. 3 and 5 work as well, I guess, but 4 is just better, in my opinion. I'm putting my key moves on the ends of the sort of move list, because when you're using a key move, you're probably at a safe distance so that you can take your finger off of a more important button or adjust your hand to go over to that key move, if that makes sense, of course. And my melee moves are closer, so 3 and 5 are usually my melee moves, or 2 even. 2, 3, and 5. And that's just because those are the closer buttons to your finger. And of course, I'm not using 4 because that's where my counter is. So, that's sort of my ideology behind it. Is that when I'm using key moves, I'm usually at a safer distance. It's usually at the end of a combo that I'm using a key move, or if I'm gonna randomly throw one out, then I'm prepared to do that. Other than like melee moves where I'll randomly throw them out to try to hit people. And randomly throwing them out is easier if it's closer to your fingers and where they are. So that's just sort of my thought process on it. And if you're on Xbox, then you don't care, you know? So, if you're on Xbox, you do you, however you want. Alright, so with Turles defeated, we're actually going to take a break from the main story. Now, there are a couple of reasons to why I'm doing this. Now, of course, the first reason is that there is a big skill gap between, or a big difficulty jump between Turles and then the next quests. Lord Slug and Cooler are much stronger than Turles. I mean, every boss has a sort of jump, and you could argue that it goes from Vegeta to Turles, which is actually a much better argument than Turles to Slug. But another reason why I'm stopping at Turles is that the Turles mentor is unlocked after you defeat him. I'm going to go and train with him. Turles gives you many moves between Ki and Melee that can carry you throughout Namek. There is only one notable melee move. He might give two, but there's one notable one that's quite good. And then there's his key moves are actually very strong as well that can carry you even as a melee build. And like I said before, even as a melee Saiyan, I like to have good key damage as well and good key moves. So I'm gonna go ahead and spar with Turles a little bit. This takes no time at all. If you are more patient than me, or you want to get through the story quicker, you can actually just do the story. It is possible without stopping at Turles. You can do the story, and then at level 100 you master your form. That would help you a lot more against mentors because of how transformations work, which give you damage reduction and give you more damage multipliers. So you start to become a whole lot stronger than your mentors as the game goes on. Like in Cell Saga, mentors are a joke. In Earth, they could be a little bit of a challenge. Could be is the word I like to use because they're not going to be. But for some players, I mean, they could be. Alright, I'm done sparring with Turles now. You saw I've been using all of his moves and everything, except Kill Driver. Kill Driver kind of sucks. I'm going to equip his fighting style, and I'm going to equip the heavy fighting, or the heavy assault chase, I believe it is. I forgot to mention that at the start. Equipping the heavy assault chase is quite, crucial. It's the best assault chase. There's probably not even a number 2. It goes the heavy assault chase, then number 2 is nothing, and then number 3 and 4 is the other 2. That's how much better it is. Now, another thing that I want to go over while I am loading back to my private server is that there are 3 types of melee rush moves. This is important for both melee and key users, so both of you listen. Now, the first type are the ones like High Speed Rush, where it's just, you know, a volley where it doesn't really chase. So these are just rush moves, right? Meteor Crash falls into this category. Then there's chase rush moves, which are the type that cost more stamina, but they chase towards the opponent like a lock-on, and they hit. There are actually two types of these type of chase moves. So there's the first type, which are the ones like Dragon Rush, Dodoria Headbutt, Nova Strike, Blue Hurricane, Red Magma, I believe. There are those, which are just one singular attack, which will knock people back far, which are better for key users so that you can either charge up or combo into one of your key moves. And then there's other types like Meteor Break, Meteor Combination, where it like instead of knocking them back, I'll show right here when I go over to this quest. Instead of knocking them back, it sort of plays a animation like it's a whole new combo. These are better for melee because these do more damage than the other types do, and it makes people want to vanish and everything. It's better for melee types because we're not really charging up as much either. So I'll show against wings here. And then Meteor Burst, Turles' ultimate, is one of the most highest dealing ultimate moves in the game. It's very powerful. Turles' fighting style is so much faster than the generic one, Jesus. That's another reason I like Turles' fighting style. There are differences between fighting styles, people, so pay attention to those. Turles is quite fast if you're doing this sort of rotation. The 3 lefts or 4 lefts in R. I could have done it there, he was stamina breaking, but I forgot. I was too caught up in the Turles, what's it called? The fighting style. It's okay though, we have big guy over here. I mean, he might die before we get to do it, he has to vanish. There we go. Vanish for me one more time. Alright, thank you. So we go. You see here, it's playing an animation. Other than, like, Dragon Rush would just sort of kill the guy. Or, not kill the guy, but hit him. And send him flying away. Charge up. So yeah, that's sort of the analysis for melee moves here. I feel like everyone should have the just normal rush skill, like high speed rush, meteor crash, stuff like that. Shining Rage Attack is one of the most common ones. It's an extremely powerful skill. SS Deadly Hammer is a grab, so you can't vanish out of it, which is very powerful. There's just plenty of stuff like that in the game, where certain moves are just leagues better than others. So now, we're facing Lord Slug. I've been hyping him up for a bit. He gives 100k XP. This should give me around 4 levels, maybe 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and battle him. I should have started with a Meteor Burst. Yeah, that would have been much smarter. But it's whatever, you know. It really doesn't matter that much. Because you wanna know why it doesn't matter? Watch. Yee! Oh shit. Huh? What? Well, that was something. Alright. Well, now I get to start with Meteor Burst. I don't know what that was. It was something alright though. What level am I? 63, okay. Soon we'll get Meteor Crash probably just in time for Cooler, unless it's already in the shop. No, it's not. Level 70 right there. I'm assuming that's Meteor Crash. Isn't that what it was in Final Stand 2? Was level 70? I think so. It was something like that. Alright, so notice how I hadn't died at all going through the story until Lord Slug. That's sort of what I meant. I almost died twice even against him. That's what I meant by the difficulty being increased. Oh, the Wheelo raid is already available? Huh. Okay, well, I'm actually gonna go do the Great Ape Vegeta raid. I should be able to do it by myself. I mean, I might fail miserably, but we'll see. This raid is gonna give a lot of EXP. I really want to have Meteor Crash going into the cooler fight, and I'm sure his squadron would give me enough EXP to get it, but even his squadron, I'd like to have Meteor Crash again, so let's go ahead and click the pad for Vegeta. Yeah, Lord Slug is no joke, really. Like, that's where the difficulty is increased, in my opinion. I mean, it starts with Turles, you can see it, but, like, Lord Slug is just eons above Turles. Like, I literally only died in the Mentor because I had to fight him 5 times, and that's without healing. So, every time you level up, you get a full heal, by the way. That's a new update recently added, so that's why I didn't die in the story at all, is I was able to defeat all the bosses in 1 life. This should go to show how easy it is. I've only been recording for 46 minutes as well. It's really not that difficult to go through the story. Like, I'm literally almost done with it. Like, 1 more saga left. So, you guys should be able to do it as well. I don't know why I went for punches. I'm stupid. You have to... This is the strat with Ape Vegeta. Just fly away, bait out a blast, shoot your own. This is where having Ki would have been nice. This is gonna take a while. Did not think that one through. But there is a bug that you can abuse, I believe, if you train with Yamcha and you get Blinding Wolf-Fang Fist. I don't think he reacts to Blinding Wolf-Fang Fist. I don't know, that used to occur. But I don't know if it's fixed or not. But yeah, this is gonna take a very, very long time. I'll be back with you. Alright, back in the private server. I grabbed this quest. We're gonna go do it. It's really easy to do. It gives good rewards. There are other quests you can do. I'm gonna show all the good daily quests you can do. Oh, that's a daily quest I forgot to do as well. Shoot. A free one. But you can, in fact, do that one. It's free XP. I mean, I'd probably be level 70 by now when I have to do this, but yeah, I'll show all the good daily quests to do as well. I mean, I'm gonna be doing quite a few of them just to get to level 100 anyway, but you know, it's whatever. Alright, so level 70 now. Did that give me Meteor Crash? Please. Thank you. Skills Rush. Meteor Crash. I'm gonna put that on 3 because High Speed Rush is garbage. Bro, I just pulled LF Gohan on Legends. You kidding me? I'm literally summoning for 21 and I got LF Gohan. Whatever, bro. You know what? Whatever. 4-star LF Gohan. Nice. My Legends luck is good. I need to switch from Dokkan to Legends, man. I hate Dokkan so much. I mean, I love Dokkan, but my luck is just garbage. Yeah, you can see their Meteor Crash is just so much better. Oop. I mean, they vanish quickly from it, but you know, at least they vanish. So, that's one less vanish bar. And there we are, and I'm actually just gonna quickly go do this daily quest, because it's... forgot what it is. Oh, isn't it the homeless guy? Yeah, that's horrible that I forgot about the homeless guy. I'm a sinner.